Good afternoon, Westwood, and welcome to a windy Wednesday night here at Flahi Field. It is Wednesday, April 24th. The Westwood Wolverines are taking on the Dover-Sherborn Raiders, and we have some dark clouds that are coming over. The winds are picking up just before the start of the game here. Should be an interesting way to kick off the game with the weather like this, but nonetheless, both teams are used to this weather. It's very early on in the season. Both teams looking to get a big, crucial TVL win tonight. Westwood is 5-4 to kick off the season. Had wins over Holliston, Ashland, Canton, big win on the road. Win over Norwell in the Chowder Cup to kick off the Chowder Cup. And then most recently with a win over Medway, 16-6 on Monday. And Dover-Sherborn coming in at 4-3 with wins over Bellingham, wins over Medway, and a win over Norwood. They had lost to Lincoln Sudbury, lost to Natick, and also a loss to Bridgewater Raynham. But needless to say, it's a terrific matchup here in the TVL. Both very talented teams. Westwood is in the TVL large, Dover in the TVL small, but don't let that keep you from, don't let that set the tone of how talented Dover is. Dover actually took on many of the TVL large foes, winning most of them. They did lose to Westwood last year 8-6, but they beat Medfield, who was the eventual state championship runner-up for Division III. Medfield lost to Norwell in that state championship, who Westwood beat in the first round of the Chowder Cup. So, since the last time we saw you, Westwood has had some terrific matchups. In that Chowder Cup, as we mentioned, they beat Norwell 11-10. Norwell was the Boston Herald, Boston Globe's 8th ranked team in the state. Westwood came out, they played unbelievable on both sides of the field, offense and defense, to get away with the win. They played close games against Scituate, as well as Falmouth, losing by a goal or two in both games, but have come back certainly a better team. They are feeling their swagger on the defensive zone. They're getting the ball on the ground a lot more. Jaden Pollock has been terrific in net, and the Wolverines are firing on all cylinders on offense. So should make for a terrific game today versus Dover, who's always been a tough game for anyone in the TVL. Looks like we're taking on some sleet as well, but quite the start we got here at Flahi for this TVL matchup. About 35, 40 mile an hour winds, sideways rain mixed with some sleet. It is saying that it's only going to last about 20, 25 minutes or so. We will see, but we are ready for some lacrosse here. Timmy Malloy taking his spot, usual spot at the face-off dot. Ryan Gaffney on the wing. Looks like Ryan Pizzuto at the far wing, and we are ready to go. Ref blows his whistle, and we are underway. Dover's going to get the opening face-off, and they're going to work it down low to set up their offense. On the field for defense for Westwood, we see Hughes, I see Salvage, I see Williams, Ryan Williams, and Kyle Harvey. Kyle Harvey coming off of some great games in the Chowder Cup. He's really finding his own, finding his step on the defensive zone, being physical, getting the ball on the ground, and even getting into the offense. Pizzuto locked in on 5, gets the ball on the ground, and he's picking it up, and he's going the other way. Gets his feet moving, crosses the 50, takes a whack, but holds on to it. And a nice start for the Wolverines. Get that ball loose and to get it going the other way. It was something that I noticed the last several games going into the Chowder Cup was Westwood doing a terrific job getting turnovers. Far more turnovers than I can remember in the previous year. But just getting balls on the ground, going the other way, turning those opportunities into goals. It's basically a two-goal swing. If you can get an opposing offense who's looking to score against you, get the ball away from them, go down the other end and score a goal, it's a big, big swing, momentum swing for your team. Williams looking to shoot. It's going to go just wide. It's going to stay with Westwood. Good backup there by Roy Croft. Roy Croft working in the usual spot behind the net. Working it inward, shot on net. It's going to go just wide. And Varneren's going to pick it up. Varnern had a big week. He was Globe player, one of the Globe Players of the Week 2 weeks back. It was actually last week. He was Globe Player of the Week with an additional 4 or 5 other players. But terrific week for Brendan Varnern, on an absolute tear for the senior captain. He was so hot during the Chowder Cup that Scituate put one guy on him and just followed him everywhere. He's going a shot, and that's going to score. Liam Williams with the goal, getting on the board. Nice move there. Was on the baseline, worked it inwards, and then found the back of the net to put the Wolverines up 1-0. So Liam Williams scoring the first goal here in this game. You know what you want to see for Westwood: get the first goal, don't look back, and keep scoring. No, excuse me, get the first goal, score a bunch, and don't look back. A win there on the face-off. Tim Malloy is going to give it to Max O'Brien, senior captain. But want to give a shout-out. In the most recent game versus Medway, big win for the Wolverines, 16-6. We had some first goals for the Wolverines. Jack Stuhler, Greg Walsh, Will Sesselman, all scoring their first varsity goals for the Wolverines. And also some goals from Max Pollock. Max Pollock with 2 goals. But shout out to the first goal scorers, 2 of them freshmen, Greg Walsh, Will Sesselman, an absolute bright future for the Wolverines. And as I mentioned with Will Stuhler's goal, it's going to be the first of many to come for these talented young freshmen on the Wolverine lacrosse team here. Ball is loose but picked up by Roycroft. Roycroft shot and a save by the Dover goalie. Nice save there. It was a bounce shot, able to get the stick on it. They're looking to break out. Looking to send it back to the goalie. The clock is running on them as they have to get, I believe it's 10 seconds to get that ball across the 50, and then you got to get it into the, you got to get a touch inside the 30 inside 20 seconds. So it's always on the clock once that turnover happens and you're working to break out. You got to do it quickly, or it's a turnover and ball going the other way. Harvey locked in on the defender, able to get the ball on the ground, fighting for it. Got a couple bodies on it. Looking to pick it up. And then Hughes able to pick it up, able to squirt it loose backwards and then pick it up, and he's going to send it over to Pollock. Pollock's going to find O'Brien, gets just above him, but good backup there by Fredrickson. And Fredrickson's got the ball and working towards the net. Does a stop and go and is going to slow it down. He's going to send it over to Roycroft. Roycroft looking to go back towards the net. Ball gets loose. It's going to be picked up by the Dover goaltender. He's looking to break it out. The ball is on the ground. Westwood picks it up. Looked like it was picked up by C.J. Hancock. Hancock's going to send it over to Fredrickson. And a nice turnover there for the Wolverines. So as Dover is looking to break it out, ball hit the ground. Westwood picks it back up and their possession again. The ball hits the ground here, squirts up, it's heading towards the sideline, and picked up by Fredrickson. Fredrickson going righty, looking for a cutter. Yep, Wolverines getting some matchups out there. Oh, thank you. Oh, good. Just getting my raincoat here as we deal with the elements. But Wolverines getting their matchup set. Looks like Brendan Varnern looking to make a move. Holds on it, going left. Looks to shoot, hits the outside of the net. Wolverines able to get possession. Roycroft's able to pick it up. Goes outside. Sends it to Fredrickson, but ball hits the ground. Battling for it. Oh, it's going to be picked up by Cochran. Cochran moving in, shoots left, he scores! Goal by sophomore Sam Cochran. Great play. The Wolverines were battling for a loose ball. It deflected into open space. Cochran picks it up, then he goes to his offhand lefty, and he puts it in the back of the net for the Wolverines' second goal. So great goal there by Sam Cochran. keep an eye on Cochran. Very impressive kid out there. Him and Ryan Williams, similar players in the midfield. They provide a nice spark to the Wolverines offense. Ref is saying play on. There was some couple whacks going on there. Nothing too heavy to call a penalty. They play on, and Dover's looking to break it out. Goalie's going to send it over to long stick D, up to another long stick D who crosses the 50. Played by Gaffney. Gaffney with the long stick. We've been seeing that the last couple games. Typically on face-offs and battles on the midfield, but we're going to get our first time out of the game from Dover. So great start for the Wolverines. Couple goals, and now causing Dover to regroup here. So just over halfway into this first quarter, Wolverines up 2-0 here at Flayhive Field, battling the elements. Rain's coming down pretty good now. We got a 35 mile an hour solid wind that's been ongoing since the beginning, and it's the same for both teams. So both teams battling through it, certainly impacting. The ball's been getting loose a lot easier than a drier game, but some good physical play to start off this game. Wolverines looking to get their defensive setup going. Something that I saw the last few weeks is the D has been playing terrific. They're certainly starting to get their swagger going. A goal there by Dover, looks like number 3. But the last few weeks, Westwood D has really just started to get their swagger going. They've been able to get many balls on the ground. They've been super physical. They closed out that game versus Norwell. Norwell was looking to, actually Norwell had a 5-goal streak. Then Westwood went on a 5-goal streak. You don't go on that 5-goal streak if you're Westwood if the D doesn't lock them down the way they did. And to close out the game the way they did was unbelievable. And kudos to the D, starting with Pollock, and all the D in front of them were lights out. Big win there on the face-off by Malloy. Was fullback there on a Dover player, knocking him down as he was bull rushing forward. The ball does hit the turf, but Varneren picks it up. He's going to send it down low to, looks like Roycroft. Roycroft over the right key to Fredrickson, to Williams, to Cochran, then to Martucci. Martucci getting the feet moving, makes his first move. He's going to send it back up top to Williams. Cochran to Fredrickson, looks to shoot but held. Over to Cochran. And to Williams. Great patience here by the Wolverines, waiting for the right look. Roycroft looking to move in, pulls out. He's going to work it around and send it back up to the side over to Williams, and then up to Cochran, who's got the second goal for the Wolverines. Nice pass in there. Oh, it looks like Martucci was looking to go behind the back there and just missed wide. Good positioning there by Roycroft on the backup. Keep the possession for Westwood. Some great play out of Martucci the last few weeks as well. Monday, he had an enormous hit on the sidelines versus Medway, and had a big hit in Norwell towards the end of the game. I believe it knocked the ball loose and was a monumental play in the game to wrap that up versus a tough team. So basically tremendous play out of all sides of the Wolverines the last couple games. This is certainly a measurement game versus a tough TVL opponent, an opponent that's a tough team for every team in the TVL, and as mentioned, including Medfield. Beating Medfield last year was a big win, which, because of that win over Medfield last year, it allowed for the last game between Westwood and Medfield to be have the TVL crown or the TVL large on the line. So it was a pivotal win last year that Dover had that helped make Westwood the runner-up for the TVL large. Harvey. Williams going to work some tight D and allow Hughes to get in there. Hughes doing a good job backing him up. Ball hits the turf. Ryan Williams able to knock that loose, looking to pick it up. Really tough to pick it up with the long stick, but able to, it looks like Hughes able to get picked up, but we had an infraction there called on Westwood. It's going to be Dover ball. Number 5 from Dover is going to pick it up. Looking to get some space, shot on net, and he's going to find the back of the net. So he's going to tie it up there, 2-2, with 2 minutes, 37 seconds here left in the first quarter. It's a nice bounce shot there. He did it, probably about 4 or 5 feet in front of the net, which is a more difficult bounce shot to save as a goalie. It's going to be higher. So, if you can get a piece of it, it's got to be at the shoulder, or if you have the stick high, but typically on those bounce shots, the goalie's stick will be low. It was a well-positioned bounce shot there for Dover-Sherborn attacker. Ball is loose and picked up by Pizzuto. Pizzuto getting the feet going. So a nice draw control by Ryan Pizzuto. Had some help there from Timmy Malloy, putting it in a place where he could scoop it up. Wolverines making some substitutions, going to bring Max O'Brien on the field. As mentioned previously, if Max O'Brien has that ball and he has some space and he's going left to right, he's got a tremendous shot that few goalies can save when he's inside that high scoring area. It's an absolute rocket. I say Fredrickson too has a very heavy shot just like that off the left side. The ball is loose. It's heading towards the 50. Tipped back by Hughes and then picked up by Walsh. So great play there by Hughes to allow Westwood to maintain that possession and Westwood to get back to work on the offensive zone. Fredrickson sends it inward to Max O'Brien. Max going to the net and is going to pass it back to Brendan Varnerin, to Roy Croft. Pizzuto. Fredrickson. Fredrickson looking for some space here. He gets a running start. He's going outside, looking to shoot. Gets blocked. It's on the ground, then picked up by Walsh. So Walsh with 2 key ground balls in the last minute or so. Roy Croft looking to shoot, goes wide, running for it. O'Brien beats out the defender to get the possession. So it's going to be Westwood ball. So rain definitely picking up a little bit more now than 10 minutes ago. So definitely having an impact on the field with visibility and also traction of keeping the ball on the stick. Nice move there by Varner and looking to shoot. It's going to go just high right over the net mind. Picked up by O'Brien. O'Brien finds Walsh. Walsh looking to settle it down low. Finds senior captain Brendan Varnerin. Varnerin sends it in, finds O'Brien. O'Brien's going to find the back of the net. So great connection there. The senior captain connection between Varnerin and O'Brien to score the Wolverine goal and put them up 3-2. Kudos to Max O'Brien. Got to have good hands to make that goal. It was, he caught it in a tight scoring area. He was losing. He was heading towards the back line as he was looking to shoot, so he was losing daylight on the opening of the net, and it still found an area to put that in for the Wolverine goal, for the Wolverine third goal. Don't let those guys get hot. Max O'Brien, Brendan Varnerin, guys who are terrific goal scorers. They've been doing it for quite some time for the Wolverines. hence their leadership, being voted captain to lead these guys, as well as Ryan Pizzuto, the other captain, and also Ryan Gaffney, the 4 captains, senior captains for the Wolverines. Battling for it. The ball is on the ground. It's plucked away, but it heads out of bounds. It's going to stay with Dover. Good battle, though. Some physicality there by both teams. Hancock looking to keep the player to the outside. He does. Saved by Pollock. So nice save there by Jaden. And he's going to send it over to Liam Walsh. He's got 5 seconds. See if he can get a shot on net. 3, 2. Shot by CJ Hancock. It's going to be saved by the goalie. So great awareness to know how much time was left on the clock. They do get a shot, and the goalie saves it. So after 1 quarter of play, Westwood 3, Dover 2. Westwood making their way out in the field to kick off the second quarter. Goals from the Wolverines in the first quarter. Liam Williams leading it off for the Wolverines, then Sam Cochran, Max O'Brien. Dover scoring 2 goals, so Wolverines up 3-2. Rain letting up a little bit, and behind us we see some clearer skies ahead. So certainly expecting the conditions to lighten up a little bit in the next 10-20 minutes or so. But it hasn't stopped. Some great action on the field so far. Some physical back and forth between the Wolverines, some battles for loose balls, and just finding ways to get the ball in the net. Doesn't have to be pretty, as long as it goes in the net. Dover with the draw control, number 8, the centerman picks it up. He's going to send it down low. Number 20, Ryan Hughes defending. Looking to push him towards the sideline. Does get him off about 5-10 yards. Malloy is going to play defense top right. Getting a stick on him. Good job there by Malloy. Was looking to get the ball on the ground there. Got close. Dover looking to get some matchups here. So it looks like it's man-on-man defense. Looking to beat one guy, get some odd man advantages. Pass is looking to get through. It looks like, yep, they are going to say it's a pass, and it's going to be a Westwood ball going the other way. So great defense by the Wolverines. Force an errant pass and a turnover. I'm going to give it to Pollock to initiate the breakout. Finds a streaking Gaffney. Ball hits the ground. And it's going to be picked up by Dover. Number 6, able to get it across the 50. He's going to work it down low. He's heading himself to the net, but 3 is going to position it behind the net and get the offense going. Williams defending number 10. You got such good athletes out here. You have big physical guys on defense, but you also have, the defensive back type athletes. A Malloy right here in the hip pocket, looking to get the ball on the ground. Shot on net, somehow finds its way in the net. Looked like a small angle and was able to fit that inside the post to get the goal to tie the game up at 3. So it was a great shot by the Dover midfielder, able to find some kind of opening to get it in the back in the net and tie it at 3. Which, as advertised, matchup versus Dover-Sherborn, it's going to be a back and forth game. It's ultimately going to come down to the team that, is going to get the most turnovers, the team that's going to, get timely goals, and to close out the game. Ball is still loose. Hancock gets a couple whacks out there. Dover looking to work it backwards. They're going to give it to their goaltender to look to initiate the breakout, and he's going to set it up near side of the field. So 21, long stick D, Roy Croft on him. He gets across the 50 and looking to get it down low. He is going to work it, and then he's looking to make it towards the net, potentially looking to shoot. He does shoot, saved by Pollock, picked up by number 3. 3 shoots and misses the net. But a nice initial save there by Pollock. Looked like it hit him in the kind of chest area. We could hear the save from here. It sounded like it hit equipment, but a great save there on the long stick D, number 21 for Dover. We have a flag in the air. Looks like a call on Westwood. And Dover looking to get a shot on net before a Westwood penalty initiates. Shot, saved by Pollock, goes over the net. It's loose, and it's going to be picked up or go out of bounds, but the whistle is blown. It's going to be a penalty on Westwood. Looks like it's on either number 16 or 19. It's on 16, Will Sussman for the Wolverines. So I think it might have been a push. So needless to say, penalty. Wolverines going to be down a man. Wolverines looking to burn this clock and get away with no goals given. As mentioned in the Scituate game, Brendan Varner was nose guarded by a player on Scituate the whole game, just because of his prolific goal scoring the last few weeks, and likewise, shot on net, saved by Pollock. Pizzuto was doing the same versus Scituate's best player. Scituate had a kid on their team that scored 9 goals in the previous game, I believe, versus Norwell. And Pizzuto did a terrific job. I think he limited the player to minimal goals. Ball is knocked loose, picked up by Hancock. He's going to give it over to Pollock, and great play there by the Wolverines. Able to get the turnover and burn some clock here. And watch Pizzuto. There is no one better at burning clock than Ryan Pizzuto. When he gets the feet moving, no one can catch up to him. He's getting the hips moving, shake and bake. He is a difficult player to keep up in speed-wise, but you can't match those moves either. So terrific job by the Wolverines. And they're all even now on the penalties, so great turnover, great job getting the even strength now and looking to go to work here on offense. Ball is with Cochran. Standing around the 20, looking to get in. Goes in, then bounces out over to Fredrickson. Fredrickson hits the post. That took about 2 bounces before it went outside. It was that hard of a shot. So Williams picks it back up. Over to Brendan Varner up top. It's been a new area. We've seen Brendan at times. Usually we see him down low or by the net. He's been up top because, you know what, it creates some great matchups for Wolverines, and he can score from anywhere. Roy Croft up to Martucci. Back down to Roy Croft. Working inward to Varnerin. Martucci looking to shoot, jump shot. It's going to go wide, but good back up there by Cochran. So rain has stopped, rainbow in the sky right now, and we are in peak conditions now for some lacrosse. So made it through the storm. Wolverines looking to take advantage of this better weather now. Varner over to shot by Roy Croft, saved by the DS goaltender. Nice save. Varner looking to knock it loose. Looking to be a pest for the breaking out defenders. But Dover doing a good job. They got it across, and now they are working it towards the net. A pass is going to be errant, and it's going to be a turnover. So Westwood getting the ball back. Good job by the Westwood D. Forcing perfect passes. And turnovers caused by passes misconnecting. Pollock looking for a cutter to break it out. He finds Cochran. Cochran with some speed, takes a whack, crosses the 50. He's going to work it down low. Looking to get inside that 30 to get a touch. And they're running. Williams able to get in. So they're good. So they are now officially live. Able to get to work on their time. Martucci, the Assumption College commit, working across the field, goes lefty, then back to righty, over to Fredrickson. Fredrickson fake shot, backs out. Another spin move, shot, just wide. And it's going to stay with Westwood. Williams has some room, sends it inside to Martucci. Martucci's going to give it over to Varneren. Varneren looks to shoot. It's going to go just wide right. Stay with Westwood. So they're getting their shots. Getting close here to burying one. Fredrickson to Martucci. Martucci sticking up right around the 35. Going outside, sends it up to Fredrickson. Fredrickson looking for some space. Takes a hit, backs up, but then comes back. Goes righty with the shot, and saved by the DS goalie. So Fredrickson going offhand there on the shot. A nice bounce shot, but a good save there by the DS goalie. DS working the breakout into the Westwood D zone. So we got a timeout here with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Westwood 3, Dover 3. But coming out of the timeout, an evenly matched game so far. Wolverines and Dover knotted at 3. Well, it's been some great goaltending on both sides so far to keep it a low-scoring game. There's certainly been a fair share of shots from both teams, but good defense. A lot of turnovers, a lot of balls knocked on the ground and battling for it for possessions. Dover's going to start off with a possession here, just on the 40-yard line. Looking to get work here in the offensive zone, the Westwood defensive zone. Ryan Williams. Ryan played terrific lacrosse during the Chowder Cup. It's going to be a goal scored by number 11 for Dover to take the lead 4-3. But Ryan played some terrific defense throughout the Chowder Cup with many turnovers and had some great hits out there, open field hits during some of the best teams in the state during the Chowder Cup. That's going to put Dover up 4-3. 3 minutes 58 seconds left here in the first half. We'll battle for it. It's going to be picked up by Dover. Dover's looking to get right back to work. Number 4 has some space, looking to shoot. It's going to go wide left. It's going to stay with Dover. A good transition by the Dover player, able to get the possession and then found that space, go to the net and got a shot off Went just wide, but they're going to keep possession. Oh, it looked like a pick play there. And Harvey ran over the player who was trying to pick him. Big physical guy like Harvey. It was standing his ground. Shot is going to go wide, hits a Dover player, and is picked up by Hughes. Hughes is finding a tiptoe on the sideline, going to find a player. Ball gets loose. Did he step out of bounds? Oh, so it was a timeout. So great timeout called there by Coach Todd Zahurik to keep the Wolverines possession. It's going to be 3 minutes left here in the half. So great timeout called there by Coach Todd Zahurik. Ryan Hughes was tiptoeing the sideline. He called it just before. If he didn't call it, it would have been a turnover. The ball was knocked loose, and it would have been a possession going the other way. So terrific call, keeps the possession. Also gives you, have a few words with the team to have a plan to get the ball across the 50, which they do. And now it's in the hands of senior captain Brendan Varneren, looking to tie the game up. Just under 3 minutes left here in the first half. Dover doing a good job on defense, keeping players outside. They've been forcing shots from outside for the most part. It's an errant pass. It's going to go over the Westwood player. It looked like over Frederickson, and it's going to be a turnover. So it's going to be a Dover ball going the other way. The moisture still certainly having an impact out here. It's not the same traction as you see in balls that are on passes, particularly passes that are either hitting the ground or going over the heads of players they're looking to pass to. Working it backwards to the goalie. Goalie's going to send it back to 6. They're getting close to the time clock, and they're going to get it past the 50 and work it inside the 30. So they get in. So now they've gotten the touch and they are ready to go to work. So number 5, he's got a goal so far for Dover. Gives it a 10. 10 has some space, but good job by Walsh, able to slow him down and get a couple sticks on it. They do get it loose and picked up by Harvey. So great turnover there by the Wolverine junior defenseman, Kyle Harvey. You're going to give it to Frederickson. Frederickson shot and score! So great transition. It all started with Kyle Harvey knocking that ball on the ground. They started working it towards the goal with speed. It looked like it might have been Walsh who then sent it over to Frederickson. Frederickson buries it for the Wolverine goal, tying it up at 4. And that's going to get Frederickson on the board. So Wolverine goals. Liam Williams with the first one, Sam Cochran on the second one, Max O'Brien third, and then Frederickson with the 4th tying goal here. With a minute 45 left here in the first half. Ball is on the ground, picked up by Hancock. Nice draw control. He's going to give it to senior captain Ryan Pizzuto. Pizzuto with 3 guys on him. Doesn't matter. Has the speed to get away and get space. And he gets inside the 30. What a luxury to have a guy like Ryan Pizzuto. Not only is he going to put the ball in the net for you, but make things that are difficult look easy. He's been doing that for a lot of years, and he's been doing it for a few different sports. Did it in hockey for many years. I understand when he was playing football, he was a speedy guy like that too on the field as well. So talented, and what an asset to have on any team. Frederickson looking to get the Wolverines ahead, get them a 1-goal lead. We're going to get a timeout here. So timeout just inside a minute left here in the half with the game tied up at 4. The Wolverines coming back on the field after a timeout. Great timeout called there by Todd Zahurik. You got possession, you're under a minute. You know, why not get the right folks out there? Why not get some matchups, talk it through? The next goal would be the lead goal. It would break with a tie between the teams, the 4-4 tie. And it would be a big goal going into the second half. Fredrickson looking to make a move, spins. Good job by the DS defender, keeping him in front of him. Shot on net, it's going to go wide. Good backup there by Varnerin. So 26 seconds left here in the first half. Varnerin with the spin move. Looks to find O'Brien. O'Brien catches it, but had no angle to put it in his left hand to shoot. It was a good job by the D on Dover to pigeonhole him there for the shot. So Dover has possession. 13 seconds left here in the first half. Looking to potentially get a shot if they can get the ball downfield. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. And that's going to end the first half. So after one half of lacrosse, Westwood 4, Dover 4, and an evenly matched half. Looking forward to seeing what the second half comes to bring for both teams and who's going to break the tie. So coming off to kick off the second half here, very competitive first half. Score tied up 4-4, Westwood and Dover. Goals from Westwood were Liam Williams opened it up for the Wolverines, and Sam Cochran, Max O'Brien, and Troy Fredrickson. The Wolverines looking to get the next goal, which will break the tie and get some more goals on the board for the Wolverines. So it looks like Westwood possession. Good draw control picked up there by Ryan Gaffney with the long stick. Harvey sends it over to Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams, a nice pass to Pizzuto. Pizzuto's going to work his way inside the 30. So Pizzuto, so valuable. You can tell when Westwood has possession, they're looking for him, especially the defensive zone, looking for him to get that ball inside the 30 and get the offense going. Martucci. Going to send it over to Fredrickson. Up top to Varnerin. Over to Pizzuto. So Pizzuto looking to make a move. He's working it across the field. He's going to slow down the pace. And now he's one-on-one. He's got some space, looking to shoot, holds on it. Over to Fredrickson. Fredrickson to Roycroft. Roycroft looking for a body, finds Martucci. Martucci's going to score. Great pass, great finish. Roycroft to Martucci to put the Wolverines up 5-4 early on here in the third quarter. So that's what Westwood was looking for, and they connected. Finding that open body in front of the net in the high scoring area on a nice cut pass from Roycroft, finds Martucci. Martucci finds the bottom right-hand side of the net to put the Wolverines up 5-4. So Wolverines, big face-off here, looking to win this, and if you can continue to put some goals on the board, build on that lead. And a nice win there by Timmy Malloy. Malloy looking to find a guy. He finds Varnerin. Varnerin is going to work it inside, slow down the pace to allow, looks like Gaffney to come on. No, excuse me, it's Sam Cochran. So Sam Cochran coming on. Wolverines looking to make another substitution as Malloy's going off. They're going to have Williams. So you got Williams and Cochran, two sophomores up top. Working it around the infield. Roycroft up top to Williams. Williams had a really impressive jump goal versus Norwell. He had a nice move, jumped up in the air to get some space and found a nice area to score. Fredrickson looking for some space to shoot. When you got a shot like his, you can certainly score from anywhere. It's just a matter or not if it hits the goalie, because most likely not going to see it. Roy Croft, Fredrickson. Fredrickson holds. Down low to Varnerin. Up top to Williams. Williams looking to shoot. He does. Bounce shot. He's going just wide. Going to stay with Westwood. O'Brien's going to scoop it. He's going to send it to the X position. Looks like Brendan Varnerin in position. A spin, looking for a cutter, similar to the Martucci goal. But Dover doing a good job shutting down that area. Roy Croft, or excuse me, Fredrickson. Going to send it up top to Williams, to Cochran. The early goal scorers for the Wolverines. To Fredrickson. Varnerin, catch and move. Looks to shoot. It's going to go wide, but good positioning there by Roycroft. A nice change of speed there by Varnerin. Caught. Players thought he was going to catch and hold, but he caught, moved to the net, got a quick shot off lefty. The Wolverines getting back to work. Fredrickson, spin move, or excuse me, swim move. Does a spin move, shot on net. It's going to go wide. Varnerin's going to pick it up. Ref whistles play in play. Varnerin looking for a guy. Gets deflected there by number 12 on Dover. Nice play, but Varnerin's able to knock it loose. He's going to stay with Westwood. So great play there by Varnerin. Gets the turnover over to Roycroft. Roycroft looking to shoot, gets inside. He's going to hold on it. Good job, good patience. And he's going to wait for a guy and finds Varnerin. So good job, held on that. It wasn't going to be a great scoring opportunity. Ball is loose. And it's going to be attempted to be picked up by Dover. He's going to sling it across the field, going the other way, out of bounds on that side, but picked up by Westwood. Gaffney with the long stick, down low to Roycroft. So Gaffney, a streaking Gaffney coming on the field. One hop, picks up with the long midi stick to get the ball going back in Westwood's way in the offensive zone. Williams, Roycroft. Varnerin takes a whack in the head. Ref is going to throw the flag in the air. We have a hit there, another flag. So it looks like the Wolverines are going to go up a man, potentially two. So we have whatever the penalty is if you hit someone in the helmet. That happened to Brendan Varnerin. And then a Wolverine player took a hit on the ground. I don't know if it was Liam Williams, but I think we're going to have potentially Wolverines up 2 men. We are. So we are. The Wolverines will be up 2. I don't think I've seen this in any of the games we've done, Evan, but it'll be interesting. You know, how do you work it here? Can you get the actual, so you do. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders out there for Dover. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on offense. So 4 defenders with the goalie. Well, 4 defenders, 5 with the goalie, and then 6 on offense. So Wolverines certainly looking to take advantage of here. Up a goal, 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. Looking to pad that lead. Shot on net, saved by the Dover goalie. It's going to be picked up by Dover. So a big save there by Dover. And the ball is actually knocked loose. Good job by Varnerin, able to knock it loose. But Dover doing a good job of letting the clock tick while they're dealing with the penalty. And he's going to send that down the field for a Westwood possession. So Westwood's going to get the ball back as time is ticking on the penalties. Looking to at least get some kind of action going with the man up. Williams is going to work it, sends it down to Max O'Brien. The Wolverines looking to get back going on the 2-man up. Williams is going to work inward. Shot, blocked, but deflected and picked up by Westwood. So it was blocked by 17. two guys coming back on the field, so all even. Wolverines looking to get a shot while they still have some space. Sends it into Martucci behind the back, score! Oh, what a goal. So Fredrickson has it, pass it to Martucci. Looks like Martucci didn't have an angle. Shame on me, goes behind the back and finds the back of the net for the goal. So the second goal for Dante Martucci, scoring the last two for the Wolverines to take the 6-4 lead. What a goal. He's had a couple of those. He had one of those in one of the Chowder Cup games, I believe it was Scituate, where just when you think he doesn't have an angle, he's getting it on net with that behind the back, but it's got some mustard on it too. Ball is on the ground, picked up by Pizzuto. So Wolverines with possession going back to work. So now the sun is definitely providing an impact on the field with the shadows. Also, you can see Brendan Varner with the ball. The sun is directly in his face. So we'll see what kind of impact that has, particularly on the right side where Westwood's on offense side, where that how that's going to impact the rest of the game. So Cochran, Fredrickson, Roycroft, looking to get some space away from the defender. Sends it up top to Cochran. Pizzuto. One hops it over to Varnerin. Varnerin has some space, passes it to Fredrickson, but what a save by the goaltender on Dover. Gets flicked loose though. It looked like it was on Dover, yes, and it's going to be a Westwood ball. So turnover after a tremendous save by the goaltender. That was a point-blank opportunity. Pass from Varnerin to Fredrickson. Goalie got a stick on it. While it was loose, it was flicked out of bounds. Turnover on Dover, Westwood ball. Spin move for Varnerin. Holds on it. Had Fredrickson up top, signaling that he's open, looking for a pass. Varnerin looking to shoot. Shot, save. A good save again by the Dover goalie. Very impactful in this game. He's had some big saves, not easy ones. Dover looking, nice hit there by Fredrickson, gets the ball loose and knocked it out of bounds, and it's going to be a Westwood ball. So those are great turnovers too. If you're able to knock a player out of bounds, that's going to go the other way. So great job there by Fredrickson, nice hit. Hits him out of bounds, looking to shoot. It's going to be just wide. That ball is heading towards Manhattan Street. Looks like it got over, actually no, it stayed in play on the fence, was en route, but hit the fence. And Wolverine's going to pick up a new ball and get back to work. So Cochran to Walsh. Walsh, the freshman for the Wolverines. Scored his first goal last week on Monday versus Medway. And got all Westwood freshmen on the varsity team who scored a goal so far this season. Unbelievable. Terrific accomplishment for this team and the pipeline that they have. So an errant pass is going to be a turnover for Westwood, and Dover going to take the ball going the other way with 3 minutes, 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Goalie's going to take it. Gonna send it near sideline and back to the goalie. So I'm going to look for a body. Finds number 4, but good D by Varner and gets the ball on the ground. Looking to pick it up, does pick it up. So great turnover by Brendan Varnerin. He's had 2 or 3 of those so far, right around the 40-50 yard line as Dover's trying to get across into the offensive zone. Pass inward. Oh, good save there by Dover. I don't know if it was saved or dislodged by the defender, but it was a good save there, and Fredrickson streaking towards the net. And it's going to be Dover ball again. So Dover goalie is going to try and pass it up on the near sideline, and that is going to go out of bounds. And it is going to be a Westwood ball. So some sloppy passing on both ends, causing turnovers and back and forth. Walsh going to work it around the net as players are coming on. You see Will Stuhler on the field, number 1 for the Wolverines, talented freshman. And he's going to set himself up in the X position. So number 1, Will Stuhler. working it over to Roycroft. Up top to Max O'Brien. If Max gets some space and he's shooting it, that's a good look for the Wolverines. Fredrickson. Up top to Williams. To Martucci. Martucci scored the last 2 goals, the last one behind the back. Very impressive goal for the junior. Fredrickson. Looking to shoot. He does, hits the outside of the net. And the goalie's going to pick it up because it was inside the crease and gets the free possession to pick it up and to work it on the breakout. And Dover's going the other way. So Dover looking to cut into the 2-goal Westwood lead, make it a 1-goal game. Most of the action this quarter has been down in the Westwood zone, so kudos to Westwood. Haven't seen too many balls down here set up for Dover's offense to get to work. So we got Will Sesselman playing D on the point here. Getting a stick on bodies here. CJ Hancock looking to get the ball on the ground. Number 3 goes to the net and he's going to score. So a goal by number 3, able to get inside. There's a bounce shot to cut the lead to 1 goal for Westwood. So with that goal, Dover's 5th goal, score is 6-5. 6-5 Westwood. So 6-5 Westwood. 1 minute and 3 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And this game has built up to what we thought. 2 great teams battling. It's going to have some back and forth. It was picked up by Tim Malloy but knocked loose. But then Kyle Harvey gets the backup. And he's going to work it for Westwood. Varnerin catches. Able to make a move on a guy. Sends it down low. Shot score by Roycroft. That was all because of Brendan Varnerin. Or excuse me, it all started with Harvey. Harvey passes it to Brendan Varnerin. Brendan Varnerin's got his feet moving, does a quick move inward. He ditches the defender who was on him, had some space, works down low. It's an odd man opportunity. Because of that, defender came on to Brendan. Brendan gives it over to Roycroft, and Roycroft scores the goal. So great play by the Wolverines. Huge goal to go back up 2 with 44 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And Roycroft getting on the board. Good battle there. Malloy picks it up. Nice move to keep it in the pocket. And the Wolverines looking to get 1 more goal potentially before the end of the 3rd quarter. So inside 30 seconds, 23 seconds, 22. And the Wolverines looking to get 1 final shot before quarter end. Varnerin going to the net, looking to shoot, save. 12 seconds left. It's going to be caught by Dover, and they're going to work it out to break it out and let the clock turn down. Player takes a tumble. They're going to pick it up, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So after 3 great quarters so far, Westwood 7, Dover 5. So we are through 3 quarters of lacrosse here. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a very entertaining 4th quarter. Wolverines are up 7-5. Some great offense by Wolverines. 2 big goals by Martucci. Had a behind-the-back goal. Big goal there by Roycroft after Wolverines getting their lead cut by 1 to get the 2-goal lead again. So Wolverines looking to get a big possession here to kick off the start of the 4th. And the ball is going to be picked up by Dover. Dover going the other way, looking for a shot. Oh, nice deflection there by Ryan Williams. And the Westwood's going to pick it up going the other way. So Kyle Harvey with a great pass to a streaking Gaffney. Gaffney going to the net. Shot, oh, off the goalie's helmet. What a rocket. Gaffney is new to using the long midi stick, but he had an absolute rocket there when he had some space. Went right off the helmet of the Dover-Sherborn goalie, but great breakout for the Wolverines. that was started by a great turnover by Ryan Williams. Mr. Consistent, he has had a terrific start to the season and been a leader on the back end. Him and Harvey, two terrific leaders on the defensive area, defensive zone. Cochran, Martucci. Martucci looking for the hat trick. He's got two, both in the third quarter. Fredrickson, down low to Varner. Varner looking for space and he finds it. He found a window and he delivered. Brendan Varner. Varner for the 8th goal for Westwood to put them up 8-5. So big goal there by senior captain Brendan. I don't know how he found room there, but he did. And a timely goal. I believe, and it is. It's Brendan Varner's first of the game, so Brendan Varner on the board at a critical time here, 4th quarter. The Wolverines looking to add to it. Battling for it. Ball was on the ground, picked up by 15 on Dover. And Dover looking to get to work and to cut back into Westwood's lead. Going to the net, shot, it's going to hit the crossbar, and it's working its way towards the sideline, or actually to the just inside the 50, picked up, but was knocked loose. Picked up by Westwood, but he was hit out of bounds, and they're going to say Dover possession. So I don't know if the Westwood player was knocked out of bounds or if the ball went out of bounds on Westwood's possession, but needless to say, it's a Dover possession. And they're going to work it inside the Westwood zone. Got CJ Hancock out there with Timmy Malloy on defense. CJ had a great last few games. Was able to go and attend and had a lot of turnovers, able to get that ball on the turf, had some great ground controls. Does a good job getting the stick right in the hands of the players to be able to knock it loose and get it on the ground and get some big turnovers. Looking to get one here. He does. Gets it on the ground. He D-twigs him. So CJ Hancock with the D-twig, ball on the ground, and it's a Westwood possession. So great play by the freshman CJ Hancock. D-twigs the Dover player, and it looks like he's going to catch the pass too from the goalie. So he is all over the field right now, making his impact as he's getting congratulated by his teammates coming off the field now, making a substitution. So big play there. Those are certainly, some energy plays for the Wolverines. So looking to carry into scoring some goals here. So Wolverines looking to add to the lead, up 8-5, 9 minutes, 18 seconds left here in the game. Well, the Wolverines looking to slow down the pace here. They're going to work around. Top, Walsh is up top. Pizzuto on the side. Fredrickson on the side. Roycroft finds Fredrickson. Shot by Fredrickson. Saved by Dover goaltender. It's going to be picked up by Dover. Battling for it. Turnover, looking for turnover here. Number 6. He's got some space. Doing a good job, the Wolverines, of taking away that space and forcing the ball backwards. And Fredrickson looking to push him towards the sideline, and we have a violation. So as we mentioned earlier, you got to get it across the 50 in 10 seconds, and they failed to do so. So a turnover by Dover, going to be a Westwood ball, and Westwood looking to get set up here. Max O'Brien fakes going in the net and is going to work it out. He's going to give it to Brendan Varnerin. Brendan with the last goal for the Wolverines. Found a nice open area to sneak that in between the pipe for the Wolverines' 8th goal. Good play there by the Dover defender, able to knock it loose, but Brendan has a wherewithal to stay right there and pick it up. Max O'Brien finds Roycroft. Shot is going to go wide. A good pass, good opportunity there on the shot. Westwood positioned well. And we're going to have a timeout. Timeout called on Dover. So timeout with 7 minutes, 54 seconds left here in the game. So kicking off after the timeout here, timeout called by Dover. Both teams regroup, and Brendan Varneren's going to work it. Finds Williams. Williams the shot, bounce shot, saved again by the Dover goaltender. It looked like it went off the leg area, but Westwood able to get the rebound and keep the possession. Terrific game by the Dover goaltender. So many saves. It had to have been at least 10, 15 saves so far, and many of them in critical areas. Roy Croft looking to shoot on net, but nicely backed up by Brendan Varneren. Back to Roy Croft. Roy Croft has some room, works it up top. Cochran, Martucci, Fredrickson. Back down to Varneren. Roy Croft has some space, shot, oh! And it hits Varneren. That was a rocket. Hit Varneren behind the net. I think it hit him in the leg area, and he's down as Dover's working the other way. And Dover's playing on. So Varneren is still behind the net. The ref blows the whistle. So you get Paul Lilla is going to check in on Brendan Varneren. And that was a wicked shot by Roy Croft. I don't even think it got I don't think it got a bounce or anything. I think it went right at Brendan's leg, around the knee, right thigh area. But he's going to get up, tough kid. He's going to walk it off. Shout out to Paul Lilla, head athletic trainer here at Westwood. He came in my freshman year, 2001, and he has been here ever since. And he doesn't look any different than than what he looked like on day one. He's kept himself in tremendous shape. One of the terrific people we have here in the town of Westwood. Lucky to have Paul, and has done a fantastic job over the years. He has had many state championships, teams that he has helped support with the student athletes here. So Paul's going to take a look at Brendan as Dover is going to get back to work. So Dover looking to cut into Westwood's lead. Westwood up 8-5, 6 minutes, 26 seconds left here in the game. Westwood looking to get back onto that defense that they got rolling with some turnovers. But Dover able to get to the net and score. So they do cut into the lead, making it a 2-goal game now with 6 minutes and 17 seconds. That was a big goal for Dover. Puts them within 2 goals. Certainly plenty of time here in the game. In lacrosse, you can score 2 goals very quickly. So a big face-off here. You got Malloy on the dot, Pizzuto and Gaffney on the wings. Battling for it. Nice play by Malloy. Looked like the Dover player had leverage. Malloy able to get the stick on it, catch it in the stick. Sends it down to Stuhler. It's going to get by him. And it's going to be turned over. So it's going to be a Dover ball. I'm going to give it to the goaltender for the breakout. Dover looking for a guy. They find number 4 who's going to work it inside the 50 and then gets inside the 30. Looking to go to the net. It's a shot on net, saved by Pollock, and it's going to be Westwood ball, picked up by Pizzuto. Pizzuto with the move, goes outside, back inside, going through a couple bodies. It looks like we have a whistle, a timeout call. So a timeout call, ball is going to be on the 45 with 5 minutes, 32 seconds left here in the game. So very, very quick timeout. But while players are coming on the field, just want to talk about what's on the radar for Media Center games, Westwood Media Center games. So covering the the girls lacrosse game tomorrow at multipurpose. Then coming back next week, boys lacrosse versus Bellingham, track versus Ashland, girls lacrosse versus Norton on May 2nd. Then May 3rd, tennis versus Norton. So a packed schedule going into the middle of the spring season for games coverage. And some great teams making some runs right now for Westwood Spring. Obviously boys lacrosse doing a terrific job. Girls softball, the hottest team right now for Westwood Spring sports, undefeated. Boys baseball having a terrific season so far. Had a big win on Monday versus Norwood. Norwood was 4-0 in the TVL Large. Girls lacrosse doing girls lacrosse things. They are back to their stride, getting some great wins for the Wolverines. So great season so far here in the spring. A lot of wins happening and a lot of wins happening on Westwood Media Center. So Wolverines looking to get a big goal here. They're up 2. Certainly want to get some insurance goals. Martucci down to Fredrickson. Good to see Brendan Varneren back on the field. Williams over to Martucci. Martucci shot is blocked by Dover defender. Ball is on the ground being battled for. It is still loose. Looking to be picked up by the defender. He does on Dover, but back on the ground. And then picked up, and it's going to be caught. We have 2 fouls, 2 flags in the air. It looks like it's going to be a penalty on Westwood. So there was certainly contact to the head, and it looks like it's on Liam Williams. So Liam Williams is going to sit for the penalty. And it's going to give Dover the man up with 4 minutes, 36 seconds. So looking for the big stand here for the Wolverine D. They did it earlier. There's a big turnover by Hancock during a man up, able to get the ball and work the other way. The Wolverines looking to do that again here, looking to get the ball loose. Like a big save, something to be able to not only just stop their offense, but to get the clock ticking, get get Liam Williams back on the field for even man up, or even strength. Dover working it around. Good job by Westwood, keeping them outside. Works across, 11, looking to shoot. Tripped up by Hancock. There's a flag thrown. So that's going to be thrown across for a turnover. So it looks like we got a flag on Hancock. They're going to call a trip. And they're gonna, looks like they're gonna bring in Gaffney to play on the man down. Pizzuto's gonna stand up by the 50. So Wolverines are gonna have 4 defenders, while Dover's got 6. So similar to what we saw Westwood in when they were up, on the man up, the 2-man up. So tight box being formed by Westwood. Look to keep the ball outside. Doing a good job so far. Ball is on the ground, and it's picked up by Ryan Williams. So big turnover there. Wolverines down 2 men, and they have the ball. So outmanned and outflanked by 2 didn't matter. Ryan Williams able to get the turnover and give it to Pizzuto, who's letting valuable time on the clock tick off. So Wolverines now get 1 man back, and they're looking to bleed that clock to get even strength here. So what a play. Ryan Williams, and then a pass inside. Oh, saved by the Dover goaltender. Oh, that would have been huge, a goal there to go up 3 while you're still down a man. Would have been huge. So Dover now working it. Oh, ball hits the ground. Ref is saying it's going to be a Dover ball. So he was explaining what happened. I don't know what the call was, but it is a blue ball for Dover. Going the other way, just inside 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 55 seconds, but huge play there by Ryan Williams earlier. The turnover when it was 6-on-4 in the defensive zone. They killed off time, valuable time, and they're still killing off some valuable time. So the goalie is gonna work it across the 50. He's gonna pass it down low, and now he's gonna run back, so make sure he can protect that net in case there's a turnover. So Dover looking to cut the lead down to 1 as the clock ticks. So inside 2 minutes and 30 seconds, now 2 minutes, 23 seconds and ticking. Westwood doing a good job of keeping it outside, forcing an errant pass right there. Oh, Williams looking to get a stick on it, and he does, and he's gonna push it across the 50. Smart move by Williams. He knew he couldn't pick it up cleanly, but at least pushing it was going to help tick off more time on the clock. So inside 2 minutes now, and Varn's got it. He's going to take a few whacks, but he knows it's worth it as the clock continues to tick. Wolverines up 2. Looking to continue to hold on the possession, looking for some help. Ball goes up in the air. It's still in bounds and eventually goes out of bounds. And it's going to be a Dover ball with 1 minute, 43 seconds. So just on that play alone by Williams, Wolverines able to knock off about 35, 40 seconds. So Dover looking to get back to work. 1 minute 30 left in the game. Williams, tight D, looking to get a stick on it. He makes contact with the helmet, so they're going to call a flag. Shot on net is going to hit the turf. The ref blows the whistle, so we're going to have a flag here. I think it might be on Williams, and it is on Williams. So Wolverine's going to be down a man with 1 minute and 15 seconds. So unfazed has Westwood been during the man down, even down 2. They just get back to work. They bring their lunch pail, and they are focused on getting the next opportunity to get the ball on the ground and make some plays. So we have a timeout called here. They're going to talk it over. So a timeout called with 1 minute, 9 seconds left here in the game. So they added more to the clock, so it looks like it's going to be 1 minute and 15 seconds left here. Wolverines on the man down. And Dover looking to get a goal to cut the lead down to 1 goal. So Wolverines up 8-6, minute 5 now, as Dover's working it around, looking for an opportunity to get a good shot, quality shot on net. So it's very dark in this end. The lights aren't on, the shadows are casted, so definitely some challenges with the visibility. But Westwood's still doing a good job, keeping the shots outside. Now that's gonna be a goal there by 11. He's gonna put it within 1. So the 7th goal for Dover, with 43 seconds left in the game. So a critical face-off coming up here. Westwood up 8-7, 43 seconds, and a must-win face-off for both teams. Timmy Malloy is going to take the face-off for Wolverines. They got Ryan Gaffney on the wing and Dante Martucci on the other wing. Whistle blown. Ball is pushed backwards, picked up by Dover, and Dover has possession. Going to pass it over to 3, and a big save by Jaden Pollock. Pollock's going to send it over to Martucci, but Timmy Malloy picks it up. Ball is on the ground, but we have a whistle here, and a great timeout called by Todd Zaharik. So huge timeout called by Todd Zaharik. Ball was in flux. It was possession with Westwood at the time, but it's going to be a Westwood ball with 26 seconds left. Huge call by head coach Todd Zaharik. So big timeout called by Coach Todd Zaharik. Wolverines were battling. They had possession, but it wasn't, secured. Calls the timeout to regroup and come up with a game plan with 26 seconds. And who but Ryan Pizzuto to drain that clock. When there's not many people that can keep up with his speed. He's got the moves. The ball hits the ground. It's going to be picked up by goalie Jaden Pollock. 10 seconds. Going to send it over to Kyle Harvey, who's going to sling it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's going to be a big win for the Wolverines. What a win. What a play on both sides of the field. Unbelievable. The defense, stepping up when they were down a man, down 2 men. Huge save at the end by Jaden Pollock, but timely goals when it mattered most for the Wolverines. Goals by Varnerin, 2 goals by Martucci behind the back, and Roycroft able to not only take the lead, but to add to that lead with some insurance to come out with a huge win versus TVL foe Dover-Sherborn. But what a game here under the lights. We saw everything tonight, Evan. We saw rain, we saw sleet, we saw wind, and we saw, most of all, a heck of a lacrosse game by our Westwood Wolverines, which is going to put Westwood 6-4 on the season. Their next game on Saturday at home versus Derryfield. We will be back with them next week for their Bellingham game on senior night. But what a win here for the Wolverines tonight on Wednesday night, on a rainy and cold night. And thank you for joining us. Looking forward to seeing you again soon. But what a memorable game, and one we'll remember for a while.